Express workers are bidding to buy the state-owned airliner in an attempt to save jobs and to prevent the carrier's final liquidation. A bid for the airline's assets would be backed by private investors and Fly SAX with the employees as the owner. Last week, the North Gauteng High Court in Pretoria granted an extension for SA Express final liquidation to the 28th of October after the airline was placed under business rescue in March of this year and was later placed under provisional liquidation. Fly SAX says it started working on the second phase of the bidding process after meeting all the requirements for the first phase. Well, for more on this story, we're now joined by Fly SAX Spokesperson Thabsile Sikakane. Thank you very much for joining us, Thabsile. So this is a very exciting endeavour for you and your colleagues, as you could potentially own an airliner and, of course, save jobs. Just tell us about the special purpose vehicle that you've set up and how it works.
Thank you for the invite, Norm Pumalelo. Yes, sure, it's quite exciting and first of its kind here in South Africa. The special purpose vehicle was formed through the Uprise Africa platform crowdfunding to be the entity that is bidded for purchasing SA Express.
Now, of course, presumably time is of the essence because, as I mentioned in the introduction, the liquidation date is set for the 28th of October. So what happens from here on now?
We are waiting for approval on Friday, and then once we get the approval from the liquidators and the Department of Enterprise, we would be opening the platform and doing all the groundwork with the anchor investors to make sure that the company does not go into liquidation.
So are you confident that you're going to be able to raise the kind of capital that will be needed? Because we know that this is a capital-intensive type of investment.
I'm more than confident. As we speak, we've been out for 2 days, but we've had a good number of calls from companies as well as business people that are more than ready to put in the required funds, as well as the anchor investors that we have and a crowdfunding platform as well as a backup. So I'm very confident that we could come up. We can and will come up with the money that is required.
So, Thabsile, if, say, you guys do proceed and succeed in your endeavour, given the devastation that's been wrought by COVID-19 on the aviation industry around the world, do you think that all the jobs that were lost or are expected to be lost at SA Express could be saved if you were successful?
If we're successful, unfortunately, not all the jobs will be able to be saved, given the pandemic and how it shrank the aviation industry. We're going to start small, with smaller aircrafts, and expanding on the profitable routes that we were traveling before.
And just in terms of the strategic direction, you know, if you are successful, are you going to make the airliner leaner and meaner, obviously, to cater for the changes that we've seen in the economy?
Yes, definitely. That's how we're going to position ourselves.
All right. All the very best with that, Thabsile. It is a very big task for you guys, and I wish you all the very best. That's Thabsile Sikakane. She's a representative at Fly SAX. Well, we'll have some sports news for you after a short break. Do stay with us.